Here's my Security News Roundup for the week ending August 23rd, 2024. OpenAI blocks Iranian influence operation using ChatGPT for U.S. election propaganda. OpenAI on Friday said it banned a set of accounts linked to what it said was an Iranian covert influence operation that leveraged ChatGPT to generate content that, among other things, focused on the upcoming U.S. presidential election. This week, we identified and took down a cluster of ChatGPT accounts that were generating content for a covert Iranian influence operation identified as Storm 2035, OpenAI said. The operation used ChatGPT to generate content focused on a number of topics, including commentary on candidates on both sides in the U.S. presidential election, which it then shared via social media accounts on websites. Read more at thehackernews.com. North Korean hackers used a Windows zero-day exploit. Hackers aren't just nerds rapidly typing away in dimly lit rooms, as seen in the movies. More and more threats are coming from what are known as state-level hackers, who are teams of people either employed directly or contracted by a government who attack other governments, corporations, and agencies. Not long ago, security researchers spotted North Korean hackers doing just that with a recently patched Windows vulnerability. Gen Digital, a consortium of researchers from security software vendors like Norton, Avast, Avira, and AVG, says it spotted North Korean state-level hackers using a Windows zero-day exploit. Read more at pcworld.com. Google will update Pixel phones to remove Verizon's unsafe demo app. Security researchers shared a concerning discovery made in the firmware of multiple Pixel smartphones. A software package identified as showcase.apk appeared to leave handsets vulnerable to a number of different attack vectors, with no obvious way to remove it. Since news of this issue first surfaced, Google has been speaking out to clarify the serious limitations that help mitigate the potential impact of a showcase exploit, while also committing to remove the software from affected Pixel phones. Showcase, a Google spokesperson explained to Android Authority, is an app developed by Smith Micro for use as an internal Verizon demo, letting the carrier easily highlight phone features to shoppers in its stores. Read more at androidauthority.com. Google has to face a class action lawsuit over Chrome's data collection. Google will have to face a class action lawsuit that accuses it of collecting users' data through Chrome without their consent. In a decision on Tuesday, a federal appeals court reversed a December 2022 ruling that dismissed the case, saying the lower court should have reviewed Google's disclosure and determined whether a reasonable user reading them would think that he or she was consenting to the data collection. The class action lawsuit, first filed in 2020, alleges that Google collected data from Chrome users regardless of whether they enabled Chrome Sync. Read more at TheVerge.com. Google fixes high-severity Chrome flaw actively exploited in the wild. Google has rolled out security fixes to address a high-severity security flaw in its Chrome browser that it said has come under active exploitation in the wild. Tracked as CVE 2024-7971, the vulnerability has been described as a type confusion bug in the V8 JavaScript and WebAssembly engine. Type confusion in V8 in Google Chrome prior to 128.0.6613.84 allowed a remote attacker to exploit heap corruption via a crafted HTML page, according to a description of the bug in the NIST National Vulnerability Database. The Microsoft Threat Intelligence Center and Microsoft Security Response Center have been credited with discovering and reporting the flaw on August 19th, 2024. Read more at thehackernews.com. Hardware backdoor discovered in RFID cards used in hotels and offices worldwide. Cybersecurity researchers have uncovered a hardware backdoor within a particular model of MyFair Classic contactless cards that could allow authentication with an unknown key and open hotel rooms and office doors. This backdoor enables any entity with knowledge of it to compromise all user-defined keys on these cards, even when fully diversified, simply by accessing the card for a few minutes. Quarks Lab researcher Philip Wen said, "The secret key is not only common to existing FM11RF08S cards, the investigation found that the attacks could be executed instantaneously by an entity in a position to carry out a supply chain attack." Read more at thehackernews.com. Is your Social Security number in the National Public Debt breach? Here's how to find out. A massive data breach has Americans worried about their private info getting into the wrong hands, but a pair of newly released websites could make it easier to find out if you're affected. Initially, it wasn't easy to see if your personal information was ensnared in the breach, since the stolen database of 277 gigabytes, but New Jersey-based Atlas Privacy Data Corporation has created npdbreach.com. Follow the link listed, which can flag if your Social Security phone number or full name and zip code are in the archive. The site also doesn't store any user searches. Read more at pcmag.com. Microsoft is bringing recall back to Windows 11. Microsoft announced in June that it would make significant changes to recall, including encrypting the text and screenshot database, making it an opt-in feature, and requiring Windows Hello authentication for access. The updated version of Copilot will soon be available to test for Windows insiders, starting in October. The company said in a blog post, "We have adjusted our release approach to leverage valuable expertise of our Windows Insider community prior to making recall available for all Copilot Plus PCs. Security continues to be our top priority, and when recall is available for Windows Insiders in October, we will publish a blog with more details." Read more at howtogeek.com. This week's must-see on my YouTube channel: Home Title Theft. How real is the threat? What protection is available? What can the homeowner do to protect him or herself? Discover the hidden threat of home title theft and learn how to protect your most valuable asset, your home. Please watch my video on that topic by following the link listed. Did you know octopuses have 3 hearts? 2 pump blood to the gills, while the third pumps it to the rest of the body. Clearly, octopuses are overachievers in the heart department. You can't hum while holding your nose. Go on, try it. I'll wait. See, you learned something and had a laugh at the same time. Just thought you might like to know. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. Thanks to Elon Musk. And that's a wrap for this week's Security News Roundup. Stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching and listening.